around here. Everything. Everything matters. Every play matters. Every practice matters. But we have to start getting into a mindset of setting a tone.
Being at Ohio State isn't for everybody. You have to have a certain mindset to want to be the best in the world at what you do.
The ball's handed off to a running back. That collision that happens about 3 to 4 yards from the line of scrimmage matters. When a tight end comes off against a defensive end, that first play, it matters. When you blitz off the edge and you take on somebody, it sets the tone. The first kickoff sets the tone.
Defending the shoes, defending your home, and defending your honor.
You got to deal with our offense. You got to deal with our defense and our special teams.
The block O, the horseshoe itself means a lot to a lot of people and has for a lot of generations. So there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that.
When you're a football player at Ohio State, you have a responsibility and obligation to defend that stadium.
Yeah, it's time to defend the shoe and set the tone. Welcome to a very special edition of The Football Fever, live on the campus of The Ohio State University. I'm Rodney Dunnigan. I'm going to quarterback this thing for you tonight.
Oh, you're the quarterback.
There you go.
I think someone's confused about who the quarterback is. Hey, everyone, I'm Jessica Ralston. Our team is here. We're getting you hyped up, ready to go for tomorrow's showdown at the shoe as we take on Texas. Out here live with us tonight, Cameron Fontana, Kelly Ann Stitz, former Buckeye Jay Richardson. Then back in that studio, former Buckeye Ben Buchanan, Mike McCarthy. We have an all-star lineup. And guess who's joining us live right now? The one and only Mecca Don. Hey!
Well, guys, how you doing?
We are feeling it.
Yes.
We have been waiting for this. Everyone at home has been waiting for it. The people out here are pumped up. How are we feeling? Are we confident, nervous, excited?
I think we're all three.
Yeah,
what do you
I would
say?
say I'm excited, man. I was at the last game that Ohio State played Texas at the Cotton Bowl, and those fans were crazy. And now we get a chance to play them again here in the Horseshoe. How could you not be excited?
Yeah. I tell you what, give me this ball. I want to talk about quarterbacks. I am so tired of the hype. Some guy named Arch Manning, I've been hearing about it for months now, the number one pick in the draft, one of the best players that we have ever seen on the college football field. Let me tell you something, folks. Have we really ever seen this guy start a college football season? No, we have not. So I'm tired of the hype, and all of the prognosticators are saying that the University of Texas are going to win this game. I don't know about that. You know, my feeling is, number one, horns down.
Horns down, baby.
That's first and foremost. And I'm confident in what the Buckeyes are going to do, and I see a huge win tomorrow. I'm going to call it right now. How about that?
I love it. You are always super confident. I'm the one that I get nervous. I always feel like if you're overconfident, something's going to happen. So I'm optimistic, yet cautious. But I like that for every game because I've seen things go awry. We're going to bring home a win, all right?
There we go. Buckeyes definitely take this one home. It's going to be a tough game. We got to respect Texas as a real opponent. They're ranked number one for a reason. I respect that. They have a lot of talent on both sides of the ball, but so do the Buckeyes, and we're home, baby. We're going to bring it home.
That's right. And I do want to give a warm welcome to all the Texas fans. We have some Texas fans tailgating here tonight. Mm-hmm. We hope you enjoy our city. Yeah. We are a hospitable city of Columbus, Ohio.
We are hospitable, but you're still going to lose. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Glad you are the one throwing shade, and it's not me tonight. All right, let's get to our tailgate team here tonight. We're going to check in with Kelly Ann, Cam, and Jay.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, guys. Yes, indeed. We know people will be hyped for this game. You know, as we get closer to tomorrow's game, Rodney, that controversy grows. You know, it's really not about which team we're playing, who's at QB1. It is that 12 o'clock hour.
That's right. It has certainly been a controversy. A lot of Buckeye fans, obviously, speaking out against that high noon game. But let's talk about history. History tells us that the Buckeyes tend to dominate in that high noon spot. Last year, the team had 6 straight noon games to close out the season. The reason behind it, of course, the money. Now, Fox has a big deal with the Big Ten Conference, which means more often than not, OSU will be playing at noon. But 8 months later, OSU players are still talking about the atmosphere at the shoe when they took on Tennessee at night.
I like night games. That's my thing. I like the spotlight. Everybody watch primetime games, and I like the pressure. Pressure is a privilege, and that's what I love.
There's nothing like a night game in the shoe. I will say that. You know, everyone remembers we played Tennessee. That night game was just electric.
What time is that, Jerry?
Now, OSU Athletic Director Ross Bjork has called for more flexibility with the TV contract in order to play more of those huge night games, but ultimately the university has no control over those game times, of course, but they can control the game day atmosphere, and the AD has put a number of new traditions in place to help create that hostile environment for Texas on Saturday.
We'll have a chart of Buckeye Leafs. Every time we get a third down, we make a false start on third down, or somebody has to call timeout because it's too loud. I remember the Indiana game. What did they say after that game? Hey, the crowd really impacted our silent count.
We need the shoe rocking, just like it was for the Indiana game, just the way it was for the Penn State game, a couple years ago. They can't get away with the clap. I mean, we got to bring it to put them on silent cadence. It's got to be the loudest it's ever been.
All right, we certainly have to bring it. Now I have a few stats out here for you. Even though we're live in the field, I had to kind of break this down for you. Online poll revealed 55% of fans don't like those high noon kickoffs, which we know. 31% say they do, and 14% simply don't care or are indifferent. One, Jessica Ralston, what do you think about those noon kickoffs?
I think I'm indifferent.
Yeah.
I get what Brandon Ennis said for sure. They want the excitement and energy of a night game, and they want the prime time crowds. But I'm a lifelong Buckeye fan. I have been since I was a little girl. For me, I'm going to watch whether it's at noon, in the afternoon, or at evening, whatever. Yeah. I'm there. I'm dedicated. It doesn't bother me anyway, but I do understand the fans that also want those primetime games. I get it.
I do understand it, but I have to say this real quick. I'm a parent of 2 small kids. For the kids out there, it's easier for them to watch the early game, and we can do it as a family and then hang out in the afternoon. How about that?
Or you could watch it at night and put them to bed and watch the game without the kids.
That may be a better plan.
All right. Well, listen, no matter what time our Buckeyes play, the fans always show their support. They are showing their support out here today at the first Athletes First Tailgate Tour with the quarterback one, QB1 of fun, our very own Cam Fontana.
Hey. Yeah, hey, guys, listen. Wait! Oh, wait! I'm sorry, guys. Horns down. Horns down.
Oh, yeah, baby. I love it. Cameron always gets the crowd hyped.
He does. That was fun to watch. Happy anniversary, 30 years.
Ooh,
yeah.
I love it.
Nice.
I love it. Well, how about this? Let the Heisman hype begin. An OSU receiver may already be planning to buy that ticket to New York City.
It's incredible. In just 2 minutes here, we're going to break down his chances this early in the game, and we're going to show you what it takes to earn college football's highest individual honor.
We've been waiting for this moment ever since we won a natty last year. Like, all right, we know what we got coming in here. They coming up here, and we got to defend the shoe.
Just like he said, we are ready to defend the shoe, but of course you cannot do that without the energy and excitement of the fans.
Yeah, and nobody brings the energy like our own Cameron Fontana, who has decided to challenge Kelly Ann and Jay to a little bit of something tonight. What do you guys have going on?
At the amazing Athletes First Tailgates.
Okay, you may have noticed that the entire Football Fever crew is here except for one very important person, Mr. Dave Holmes, and believe it or not, there's a pretty good reason for that.
Well, he's actually hard at work. He put on his Dave Sherlock Holmes hat. He's been trying to unravel a mystery. I'll give you a little bit of a history of the mystery on our ABC6 Facebook page, just in case you don't follow, and you should. During Saturday games for Ohio State, we have a mystery poster from our station who engages in smack talk, spicy.
Last year, you may have noticed, the ABC6 Facebook page took a dramatic turn in tone. Wild posting, aggressive posting, caps lock posting during Ohio State's national championship run. Now, over the past 7 months, I've had countless viewers ask me if I'm the one behind the page. So let me look you right in the eye over here on camera, too. I swear on my life, I am not the one running the page. But I won't sleep until I find out who is.
It's not me.
Matthew Thomas is a member of the ABC6 digital team and one of the few people who has access to the Facebook page.
How many employees here know our Facebook password?
5, maybe 6.
Is that just the web team?
Yeah, just the web team. And maybe Isabel Hansen.
Sounds like I need to pay Miss Hanson a visit.
Are you voice tracking right now?
It's Ohio State together at the mountaintop, champions of college football.
Isabel, nice to see you again.
We've literally never talked until now.
Fair enough. Rumor has it you know the ABC6 Facebook password.
Well, yeah, the password was password. Everyone knew that.
Not even password exclamation point. Everyone knows you just put an exclamation point at the end, and that's what makes it secure.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, my checking account password is Holmes exclamation point. What are you writing?
With this new information, it was clear I had to widen my search, but it was getting tougher and tougher to get people to go on camera.
Look, Dave, I don't have time for this. I have work to do.
Work to do. You're a news anchor. You read the teleprompter. Anyway, I just want to know who runs the ABC6 Facebook page.
No way. I'm not talking about this on camera. Are you going to blur my face?
Sure.
And change my voice?
Whatever you want, Rodney.
You can't say my name if you're hiding my identity.
No worries. I'm going to edit all this out.
All right, fine. All I know is that we have a web guy who works from home on Saturdays. You may want to pay him a visit.
So I did. The weekend web guy agreed to talk to me on the condition that I don't reveal his name, or face, or social security number, which I asked for multiple times.
So, do you run the ABC6 Facebook page?
I do.
So why do you want to stay hidden?
I don't do it for the fame. I do it for the love of the game.
Do you ever think you cross the line and go too far?
I actually think I don't go far enough.
So what do you have in store for this season?
You'll find out soon enough.
Listen, this is a good time.
Oh, it is.
I love seeing all the fans down here and talking about football, and I love the Texas fans that made the trip here for the game, and everyone's getting along for now. It is a good time.
And it's always great to be among the fans and just to, see that passion. And everybody is excited about this. I'm talking about a season-opening game that a lot of folks are calling historic. Number 1 against number 3, even though we all know who's number 1 in our hearts. And we know who's going to come away with the win tomorrow, no doubt.
Listen, I got butterflies of nervousness. You are stressing me out.
No nerves.
Okay.
No nerves at all.
Okay, it's all good. I'll just fan myself. We'll see you at 5 o'clock.
ABC6 News at 5 on your side starts now.
History, hype, and a heavyweight showdown at the Shoe.
This Saturday, the Shoe becomes the center of the college football world as the Buckeyes take on the number 1 ranked Texas Longhorns.
It's the first time ever Ohio State opens a season facing the top team in the country.
But this isn't just about rankings or rivalries. It's a rematch with real meaning. Not even a full year ago, Ohio State beat Texas in the Cotton Bowl to punch their ticket to a national title.
Now the roles are reversed and the stakes even higher. Ohio State is replacing 14 starters from last year's championship squad. A new-look team with a new chapter to write. All eyes will be on quarterback Julian Sayin, making his first career start in front of more than 100,000 fans, and he's doing it against the nation's best.
Head coach Ryan Day says starting the season with a game of this magnitude isn't just bold, it's what college football is all about. Saturday's showdown also marks the first time since 1985 that the number 1 team has come into Ohio Stadium, and the Buckeyes won that game too. Will history repeat itself? The countdown is on.
Kickoff at noon, a packed horseshoe, and a season-opening clash fans won't soon forget. At the Shoe, it's more than just a game. It's a statement.
Oh, yeah, I can feel the excitement, the passion, the enthusiasm. It's being called the biggest game in the history of the history of the history of the history of college football. That's right. Texas is in town. Horns down. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Rodney Dunnigan.
And I'm Jessica Ralston. The history of the history of the history of the history.
Of the history.
You sold it, man. And because this game is so big, we thought we'd do things a little differently this year. We're throwing a party.
Woo-woo! Gotta love it.
We are live. This is the Athletes First Tailgate. We are at the Ozone on Lane's Riverwatch Towers.
That's right. We've got a huge spread here. I'm talking Dr. Pepper, Bud Light, Dollar Shave Club are all here, and they've got games and giveaways, and, of course, the DJ is on fire.
Yeah, the music's been really good. We've also had sightings of Buckeye greats and legends. In fact, I believe we have a few surprises on the way. You're going to love that. Now, 2 of those greats are taking center stage right now. Beanie Wells and Cardale Jones are live podcasting the script, and that is our football podcast. It is pretty amazing. So if you haven't checked out the script yet, make sure you go wherever you get your podcast from and check it out. It is good. They put a lot of work into it. It is quality podcasting. They're broadcasting that live right now. We will check in with them in just a little bit.
And, of course, we have a number of legends in the house. I'm talking about from the University of Texas and, of course, from the Ohio State University. In fact, one of the legends here in town is with our legend, the very own Cameron Fontana. Cameron, who do you have there with you enjoying a bit of fun with those fans?
You know, I heard. There you go. I don't want to interrupt the script.
Ultimately, as well, you pretty much a new player, but I know Rutgers being a
All right, thank you, Cam. And, of course, we also have another Buckeye legend with us here, the man, the myth, the legend, Mecca Don. Not only is he a former Buckeye player, but he also has the soundtrack of the last 2 national titles here for the Buckeye. Mecca, just describe the excitement for you of this game, of this tailgate tonight.
Listen, like you said, this is the biggest game in the history of the history of the history. Listen, you have the defending national champs playing against the #1 team in the nation in the Horseshoe. The first game of the season, I think it's the biggest opening game in the history of college football. How could you not be excited?
It really is. I don't know about – I'm still disagreeing with that #1 team in the nation thing.
For sure.
We have not been accepting of that at all. Yeah. We have the #1 team in the nation. There, I said it.
Without question. And I've been just tired of all the trash talk with the Arch Manning talking about he's the #1 quarterback, the potential #1 player in the country. Come on, we have Jeremiah Smith, we have Julian Sand, we have a great team, and all the prognosticators out there. Obviously, I've been hearing about a lot of Texas potential wins, but I'm going with Ohio State. Mecca, give me a score. Let's do it.
I think Ohio State wins this game 24-21. I think it's going to be a close game. Listen, Texas is ranked #1 for a reason. They have great players, and in fact, as a Buckeye fan, I actually like that. I like when we're the hunters, right?
Yeah.
So we're going out, we're going to win that game 24-21. Buckeyes.
I'm with you. I like a good fight, so I think we're going to keep it close, have a good nail biter, and come away the victor.
There you go.
I
love it.
Mecca, thank you.
Oh, no problem. Go Bucks.
All right, if you're going to be coming down here for the game tomorrow, we do want you to rest assured University Police and Columbus Police are working together in tandem and full force. They're going to have an extra presence on the parking lots.
That's right. And, of course, Steve Levine on your side tonight with what you need to know to stay safe and keep your property safe as well. What do you say, Steve?
All right, Steve, thank you. Yeah, we certainly want everyone to have a good, safe experience here tomorrow and walk away happy and know that everyone is safe. All right, let's talk about those Longhorns, bringing in some air support for tomorrow. Take a look at all the flights coming into John Glenn from Texas today. 9 from Austin, 8 from Dallas, 5 from Houston. We have 22 flights, plus another from San Antonio. United told us earlier this year it was going to add these extra flights to accommodate the demand. And, yes, they were necessary. Most of those are on American and Southwest. Now, you know, we did speak with a few folks who landed here yesterday. Their stadium just turned 100, so it's a little younger than the Shoe, but it certainly doesn't have, at least we don't think, the same prestige. They want to check out the Shoe and some other Ohio staples that they just can't get back there on that Texas ranch.
Other than the game, we want to go to the observatory here. That's really nice. The Skyline Chili, maybe try some of that. So we've heard some things, so we'll see. Well, I heard the fan zone's pretty cool, so I mean, we'll probably get here early and walk around and check everything out.
For sure. We want them to have a good time here. That couple also told us they are loving this Ohio weather because down in Austin today, they're expecting a high near 100. It's going to be 95 there tomorrow. You know, great people. Love to meet the fans, but they They are very bad at predictions. They think Texas is going to win this 34-17. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
All right. All right. Well, a very special fan is also in town right now. You know, we all know by tomorrow it's going to be a huge day. Lee Corso's final college game day with ESPN.
Wow, this is major. Believe it or not, this guy is 90 years young. He has been with ESPN since 1987. And in all that time, you would think that he would come here to Columbus in some sort of fancy private jet. No, he flies Southwest.
Oh, all right. In true Southwest style, the airline, you know, hey, they made a big deal about it, as they should. You got to pay honors, man. The gate agent even got a little emotional. So check out this video from TikTok.
October 1996, Lee Corso made his first headgear pick, a tradition he is famous for, at a game in Ohio Stadium.
Woo.
On behalf of us here at Southwest, we'd like to recognize Coach. If everyone can please stand and give him a round of applause for everything he has done for us.
The agent there giving Coach Corso, who's sitting in the front, a bottle of fine champagne. By the way, the Bucks did beat Penn State in that game 38-7.
Pretty interesting. Now, I know we're live on the scene here, but I had to bring a few notes with me. Always have to be prepared. Get this. The coach has a 66% winning percentage with his predictions. And get this. He doesn't do well when he doesn't wear that Brutus head. Of course not. In the 19 games that he's picked the Buckeyes to lose, he has been wrong 13 times, and that includes Notre Dame and Texas back in January. So he better pick the right one tomorrow, no doubt.
That's right, but it's going to be an emotional tribute. I know there's going to be a lot of tears from a lot of fans as they watch his final performance.
Yeah.
Pretty incredible stuff, and a pretty incredible time out here, Mike. I hope you're having a little bit of fun in the studio tonight.
It's pretty quiet back here right now. You guys are having all the fun down there on campus. You're doing a great job. Thanks so much. We may be back.
The biggest game to ever start the college football season is happening down the street at the Shoe tomorrow. Our Bucks hosting the Longhorns. 18 and a half hours. Yes, we're keeping track until kickoff tomorrow. For such a big game, of course, we have to throw a huge party. We're live at the Ozone on Lane's Riverwatch Towers tonight.
I tell you what, and there's a lot going on. I'm talking about we have the fans from both sides. Of course, the Ohio State University and those Texas Longhorns. Horns down. I got to say it. I got to love it. But obviously, we have the games, we have the food, we have the fun. And, of course, we have a live podcast going on. Let's take those live pictures right now. The Script podcast is live at this very moment. We're talking Beanie Wells, Cardale Jones, and our very own Dave Holmes, Jack Sawyer, and Braxton Miller also appearing tonight. And we're told there could be some other huge names joining that party as well.
And you know, we got to talk about one guy who has the potential to become a legend, and that is All-American safety and captain Caleb Downs. Kellyanne Stitz caught up with him.
Caleb, this will be your third straight time playing Texas, and just 7 months ago you guys were playing Texas as well. But how excited are you to get back out there and open the season with the Longhorns?
I'm excited to open the season in general, just to feel the butterflies, the anxiety that comes with it. I mean, those are all great emotions, and I mean, it's a great thing to play in an elite level of talent like Texas, so it'll be good.
You guys saw Quinn Ewers in the Cotton Bowl, but you also saw some of Arch Manning as well. What are your impressions of facing Arch?
Really athletic quarterback, plays the game at a really high level, has a really strong arm, so it'll be a challenge, and we're looking forward to it.
You've known Julian for a long time at Alabama, now at Ohio State. Just how proud are you of him to be named the starting quarterback here?
I mean, I've supported him since the day I met him, so it's been cool to watch him grow up and become the player he is today. So it's going to be really exciting to see him play on Saturday.
Just how excited are you to take the field as an Ohio State captain this year?
That's so much respect for me, just respecting my teammates that they've given me. It's an honor to be in the position that I'm in, so I just thank God to be here.
Thank you so much, Caleb, and good luck this weekend.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
He is ready, and we are certainly ready as well. We're joined again by former Buckeye Mecca Don to kind of break things down for us. Obviously, Mecca, we have a new offensive coordinator this year, a new defensive coordinator. From a defensive standpoint, what do you think is going to be different with this year's team?
Well, one thing about Matt Patricia, if you know his history as a defensive coordinator. He's very aggressive. I really love seeing. I've been at practices. I was in the practices in the spring and in the fall camp, and I got to see kind of some of the things that he was instituting. He's going to be moving our guys around. We have big linebackers in Sonny and Arvell Reese. Got some young corners, but some very talented corners who have been in the program. Devin Sanchez is a freshman. He's going to make a big impact. Look out for him. And our defensive line is really aggressive. So I think we're going to play some aggressive ball. I'm really, really excited for that.
You know, I thought something interesting that Coach Day said earlier when we talked about coming off that season and a national championship win. You know, you'd think the team would have a little attitude, but he said actually he considers this it's a fresh start. You start a new season all new.
Yeah, 8 new starters on the defense. But again, a lot of these guys have been in the program and chomping at the bit, waiting for their turn.
For sure.
So I think that they're going to have a really good showing tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And speaking, one more question for you. Obviously, from a Texas standpoint, there's been so much talk about Arch Manning, his kind of first game, if you will, of being a starter for this team. The importance of the OSU defense coming out aggressive and putting a lot of pressure on him right away.
100%. I think it's two things. I think Ohio State putting pressure on him. And honestly, I think it's the fans. The fans at home, and the fans are going to be in that stadium getting really, really loud and making it tough for them to hear, making it tough for them to making them uncomfortable. Uncomfortable early, that's not good for a young quarterback. Yes, he's talented, but that will rattle him. So we need to rattle him early, and I think we will.
All right, a lot of pressure tomorrow. All right, let's talk about fun. The QB1 of fun, our own Cam Fontana out and about at this tailgate tonight.
Rodney Dunnigan. Rodney, right over your shoulder. Here we go. You ready?
Oh! Wait. Jeremiah Smith who?
That's
Jeremiah
right.
Smith who? Who? There you go. Thank you. We are, hey, thank God I caught that ball. That would have been beyond embarrassing.
Well, thankfully you did not toss it over here because that would have not been a good look for me. What is going on over there in the studio, Mike?
Well, I'm not having nearly as fun as you guys are. Great catch. And, Jess, I have no doubt you are a solid backup there. Had he missed it, I know you could have done it. Looking good down there, guys. So much fun. Straight ahead back here in the
News at 6 on your side starts now.
The excitement from last year's national title still in the air, and the trophy still shines.
But for this year's Buckeyes, it's not about what was, it's about what's next.
On Saturday, Ohio State begins its national title defense against the team it took down to get there, the Texas Longhorns. But this isn't just a rematch, it's a rebirth.
14 new starters, a brand new quarterback, and a team ready to write its own story. Julian Sayin will take his very first snap as a starter, not against a warm-up opponent, but against the top-ranked team in the country.
Head coach Ryan Day says the moment is not too big because moments like this are what they gear up for. Ohio Stadium hasn't hosted a #1 ranked team in 40 years.
Touchdown, Ohio State.
The last time, a win over top-ranked Iowa in 1985. This time, it's Texas, and the shoe will be rocking.
As the next generation of Buckeyes steps onto that field, one thing is clear. This season starts with a challenge and a chance to prove themselves from the first whistle. The lights, the crowd, the pressure, all of it starts Saturday at high noon, and the Buckeyes are ready to rise.
All right, stop what you're doing and come and look at your screen right now. We are T-minus 17 hours until the game, and here at ABC6, we are counting it down to the very second, and we are doing it in style tonight. Welcome to the party of the year on the campus of The Ohio State University. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Rodney Dunnigan.
I'm Jessica Ralston. We are coming to you live from the Ozone at Riverwatch Towers on Lane, and as you can see behind me, just a little bit, we are not alone.
Ooh.
We are surrounded by Ohio State fans. There's some Texas Longhorns in the house as well.
I tell you what, and there's a lot going on. Obviously, you can see right there on your screen, we have Dave Holmes on the crew doing a podcast live here. A lot of fans enjoying that. And, of course, we have our very own Cameron Fontana getting the crowd hype. Let me tell you something. He's a wild guy. If you could hear some of the things he's telling these fans out here, it has been quite the time. And we also have our very own Mr. Jay Richardson, former Ohio State star, former NFL star, we're going to call him that, and of course our very favorite TFF analyst. He's going to provide us with some excellent insight into the game tomorrow. But before we get to all of that excitement, we do want to talk about how the Ohio State and the football team is getting fans all hyped up for this game. Of course, they released their hype video. Take a look at this.
We're not defending anything. We're looking to attack and win.
In the game of football, it's about intensity. You either bring that every day or you don't. And that is a decision that you make. You have to make the decision when you cross that line that you're either tough or you're not.
As the time passes, our fortress stands tall, an army of 100,000 standing ready behind our 11 warriors. Forget the noise, forget the rings, forget the banners, put the ball down and build your own legacy.
Oh, yeah, you can feel the excitement in the air. Everybody here is just pumped up for this game. And despite losing 14 players to the NFL draft, the team is rebuilding and ready to battle number 1 Texas in the most highly anticipated season opener ever in the history of the history of the history of the history of history.
He is selling it, my friends. All right, to get some rational perspective, okay, rational perspective, let's check in with Jay Richardson. I'm going to tell you something, Jay. We're going to talk about the Buckeyes, but the thing that puts a little butterflies in my stomach is the thought of this Texas team coming into the shoe with a little taste of revenge in mind.
Yeah, Jess, you know what? You want rational, I got rational for you. You got a Texas team that just lost in the Final Four against the Buckeyes. They were feeling it, they were upset, and now they come back for some revenge. And listen, I've been in Austin the last few months, and let me tell you something. Every single Texas fan is just foaming at the mouth to have a chance to get their get back, and they're so proud of this kid they call Arch, the Manning nephew, and he's fantastic. Yes, I will say he looks the part, but the biggest thing I want to see is, can Arch Manning match up with the secondary of the Ohio State Buckeyes? You're talking about some stars, and across the field from Arch, you got Caleb Downs, who is arguably the second best player in college football. He's the quarterback of the Ohio State defense. That's the biggest matchup of the game, Arch versus Caleb, and I want to see how things unfold. Guys, we're going to have one of the coolest moments in football history, and right now Columbus, Ohio is the center of the college football universe. Everyone's here. As you pan around, you see all the stars here. We even got a future star, young fella in the white shirt over my left shoulder, is going to be on campus. Chris Henry Jr. is here, 6'6" wide receiver coming to Ohio State in 2026. This is a special, special weekend in college football right here in Columbus, Ohio.
And I do have to ask you, you mentioned Arch Manning and just what the OSU defense has to do, but from an offensive perspective when it comes to Ohio State, Julian Sayin, obviously, you know, his first game as the starter here at Ohio State. Just talk about the pressure that's on his back as well.
Yeah, Rodney, you know, all of the hype around Arch Manning, and people are forgetting, this is Julian Sayin's first start, his first real action, and he's a kid that was the Elite 11 MVP of that camp. That is all the best players in the country, and he ended up being the best. They're going to call him an Alabama transfer. He was there long enough to have a glass of water and a Pepsi and came right over here to Columbus. So what we want to see out of him is, can he be calm? Because this is a tough, tough ask for a kid coming in his first start in the horseshoe, Rodney, in front of 112,000 people, and everybody, all eyes are on him. All he's got to do is take a deep breath and do what he does best, and that is spin that football, and I think he's going to surprise a lot of people tomorrow at noon.
Yeah, let's bring home a W tomorrow, and yeah, pressure's on, but we have pulled through and done it before. We'll do it again. Jay, thank you.
Anytime. Happy to be here.
All right, we're ready for the fun. We also want everyone who comes on down here tomorrow to be safe.
That's right, and of course, Steve Levine on your side tonight with a few tips to keep you safe and also keep your property safe as well. What do you say, Steve?
Well, Rodney and Jessica, it's not.
Edition of the 6 p.m. newscast. There's a lot of excitement going on out here on the campus of the Ohio State University. As you can see, fans crowded for this huge tailgate. We have had quite the time. We've been out here since about 4 o'clock, and the party ain't over, folks. Get on down here. Have a good time. Jessica, let me tell you, the fans are bringing the energy and the electricity.
They are, and I love to see it. I love to see the Ohio State fans. I love that we have a good showing of Texas fans here, people that traveled for this game, and we welcome them to our beautiful city. They're all having a good time, but the number one, the quarterback one of fun, Cameron Fontana, he's a part of that. He's showing them a good time. What's going on over there, Cam?
That's right. We win. That was amazing.
Thank you. Hey, we're dialed in. He sold it. Hey,
Texas guys to the right.
You know what, Jessica? We didn't lose our job. Dave Holmes lost his job.
Cameron's losing his job because he went so far over his time.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what's happening. Hey, Mike. Mike, he's done. We're cutting
done.
him off.
Cut off. So much fun down there, guys. Doing great. It looks like a great time. Go down there, Lane Avenue, and enjoy the tailgate if you can tonight. But we can't forget about
Fox 28 News at 10 starts now.
This Saturday, Columbus turns into the battleground for college football's fiercest rematch. The Buckeyes and Longhorns clash once again. Ohio State ready to unleash redshirt freshman Julian Sayin in his first start. Across the field, Texas counters with elite passer Arch Manning, a battle of bright futures. You can expect chaos. You can expect glory. And according to Buckeye fans, you can expect a huge season-opening statement win as well.
The countdown is officially on. This Saturday, the college football world is turning to one place, Ohio Stadium. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Jessica Ralston.
And I'm Rodney Dunnigan. Number one, Texas rolling into Columbus for a huge season-opening game. This could literally set the stage for the season ahead.
OSU is ready for the test. They are hyped for this matchup, and they're getting Buckeye Nation ready for the action as well. The team just released their latest hype video. Check it out.
Over 200 days ago, the final pieces of confetti fell. That's all history now. While others read headlines, we get back to work. Start it over, brick by brick.
In the game of football, it's about intensity. You either bring that every day or you don't. And that is a decision that you make. You have to make a decision when you cross that line that you're either tough or you're not.
As the time passes, our fortress stands tall.
I'm hyped. I tell you what, Jessica, if I was not short, skinny, and old, I would be ready to hit that field. That was voiced by none other than former Buckeye Jack Sawyer. Of course, he was on the field the last time the Buckeyes faced off against Texas back in January in the Cotton Bowl.
You know, short, skinny, and old describes me too, so I feel the same.
There you go.
That win's still in the minds of plenty of Buckeye fans, and we are setting you up for a huge weekend ahead. As Texas Longhorns fans start to pour into Columbus, we're getting their predictions for that showdown.
And plus, we've got our big tailgate coming up. That's right, tomorrow, Jessica, myself, and the entire Football Fever crew will be live on campus throughout the evening Friday. You definitely do not want to miss out on the fun. Now, the big question, of course, how will the weather shape up for this huge weekend full of football activities? Let's hand things off to our starting quarterback, Chief Meteorologist Marshall McPeak. Marshall,
there it
is.
There it is.
We need a win. We need a win in the forecast.
I remember Skinny when I was in, like, I don't know, nursery school. So we do have the big tailgate coming up Friday afternoon, 4 to 7.
All right, thank you, sir. Okay, a warning out there for you Buckeye fans tonight. You might see a lot of enemies walking around in that burnt orange around town. Texas fans have landed, and they are here in numbers.
Guess what? We ain't scared. Horns down, baby. You're in Buckeye country now. Nick Veland caught up with a few of those Texas fans tonight. We do welcome them to our lovely city. Nick, how are they feeling? The showdown at the Shoe between Texas and Ohio State is bringing so much excitement to our city.
In fact, ESPN's Game Day chose this game to send off a legendary broadcaster. Kellyanne Stitz has the story. Developing right now, a new twist in a child rape case involving a city councilman in Marion. He's been indicted for a second time, and now his wife has also been charged. Mike McCarthy has the story.
The Columbus Zoo is pushing a levy on the November ballot. Zoo leaders launching the Yes to Issue 2 campaign today. They say funding from the levy will help with the care and health of animals and provide essential zoo maintenance. Now, this is a 10-year renewal levy they're pushing for. The levy would continue to collect nearly $11 per $100,000 of a homeowner's property value. Supporters say it's important for the zoo's future. As the president continues his federal crackdown in D.C., he's also working with Republican lawmakers on a new crime bill.
Kayla Gaskins is in D.C.
Fairfield County man will be spending the next 5 years in prison after being convicted in a drunk driving crash that cost a man his leg. Ralph Davis pled guilty to aggravated vehicular assault and leaving the scene of an accident. The crash happened in Lancaster back in April. In addition to the prison sentence, Davis will have his driver's license suspended for more than a decade.
Now at 6, we're getting new information in a deadly head-on crash in Ross County. 2 people died after a truck crossed the center line today, collided with a state trooper and caught fire. Good evening. Thank you for joining us here tonight. I'm Jessica Ralston.
And I'm Rodney Dunnigan. Families that live in that community say that stretch of road is very dangerous. Aaron Simonek joins us tonight from Ross County. Tonight, investigators are calling the reports of shots fired at West Virginia University a hoax. It's the latest report after nearly a week of panic and fear to start the school year. It all started last Thursday when the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga and Villanova University received calls just hours apart. At least one more active shooter report was received at Villanova on Sunday, along with one at the University of South Carolina. Monday, 6 universities had active shooter reports, all of which turned out to be false. And all of these situations sparking fear and concern across the country, including right here in Central Ohio.
We are on your side hearing from Ohio State University police as classes began today. Tom Bosco joins us live from campus.
All right, now to the showdown at the shoe that could turn into the shootout pow-pow at the shoe with two talented quarterbacks making their debut.
Oh, Kelly Anstitz joining us from the Woody with more on these rising stars playing through high expectations.
No, this is the first time that I'm hearing about this. I'm very happy that we actually did this interview because I don't want to lose my Texas ticket.
All right, just days away from the Buckeyes' home opener against Texas, there's a major ticket scam impacting fans. Tonight, crooks are busy selling fake tickets, offering seats that are simply too good to be true.
Steve Levine is on your side. He's making sure your view inside the shoe doesn't get stolen. Still to come here tonight, the debate over kratom.
Miracle medicine or death trap? We're breaking down both sides of this argument as Governor DeWine works to outlaw it.
Governor DeWine is calling it dangerous in all forms, and opponents say the billion-dollar industry is targeting kids.
On your side, investigator Lisa Ronsala is talking to those for and against the idea tonight, all of it before the Ohio Pharmacy Board is set to meet tomorrow. Lisa.
Well, Rodney Dunnigan is here today at work, so you know what that means. He did not win the Powerball, and neither did anyone else. The estimated jackpot now stands at $815 million, the 7th largest in lottery history, bringing the cash value option to nearly $370 million. The next drawing's tomorrow night at 11. Are you going to try again, sir?
This is my
losing ticket
that I spent my lucky $2 that I had in my pocket for about...
Did you scan it already?
I did. I scanned it. It's not a one. Yeah. I didn't even. That's the worst part about it. I didn't even win $2 to like put back in.
Yeah.
This thing is completely useless.
That's not how you bring good luck to yourself. That attitude. That isn't going to make you a winner. Oh, Rodney.
There it goes.
Good night.